listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. It's a hump day, folks, for the 9-to-5ers working every single day from 9 to 5. 7 to 3, 8 to 4, 6 to 2. You know who you are. Glad you can make it tonight on one of your busy days of the week. Because it is the hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. Really, it's Friday. I mean, you only have a few hours left until the weekend. Oh, it's going to be a good weekend this weekend. I wish it was next weekend. Next weekend's going to be a good weekend for GUFON. We're going places. I don't know yet. I'm deciding between two places. Going back to Clearwater or going downtown Tampa and interviewing people live on the walk. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I need somebody to come along with me, though. So I'm working on it. But that's going to be good stuff. Hey, nobody's talking about Nibiru anymore. Nibiru, however you say the stupid name. So we're going to talk about it. A little bit. Not much, because I am not a Nibiru guy. I don't buy into that as much as people would buy into it, you know. Pretty much, it's an unexplained, but yet possibly super important, non-existing planet. It may have been here before. Nobody knows about that asteroid belt. We know there was supposedly something that happened that created that asteroid belt. Something blew up over there, got sucked around. So weird, isn't it? All these rocks just floating around out there for eternity. Like, what kind of life is that? And let's make ufology great again, starting with tonight's show. And every night. That's what we do here. We're going to make ufology great again just by being us. So welcome to the show. Yeah, that's right. #1 UFO show. Pound for pound, We are the #1 UFO show. Pound for pound. Damn straight. And you know what? We're the #1 show in this time slot. So it's not a lie. Scambian. He's putting it up as it's a #1 show, not even in the top 50. I'm not even in the top 50, and I get more views than him. I'm great. Planes and cars. Planes and cars. Let's do a little roll call. Jesse Peaks here. Sorry you had to see that. Sorry. I didn't know you were here. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have. Rebecca, welcome to the show. But Jesse, welcome to the show. Good to see you. I think I may have even sent you a welcome thing on Twitter. I don't know, but I was just looking at some of your tweets today. Easy E21, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Chris Rogers, there he is. What do you say there, Slick? And who's this guy? David Wilcox is here too. Ima Humpin's here too. Welcome, Ima. Ima Humpin? Oh, it's Ima Humpin. Sorry. Moonlicht, how you been, man? Good to see you. Saw your tweets today too. Welcome to the show. Zach Diecast Mont Dump Day. Humpty Dump Day. Yeah. Yeah. That was easy. Den Bub, welcome to the show. Moody Mongol, the show welcomes you. That's a good one. Jeanette Angel has wings. Welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob. Welcome to the show. Good to see everybody here. Glenn Collins is here. Good evening, Richie GUFON. How's things, brother? Hope everything's good. Yeah, so take care, brother. How you doing? Everything's going great over here. Good to see you doing good. Gotta go. Bye. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the show. Mr. B's Truth Seekers is thinking about doing shows again. It's been a minute since you've done a podcast. Maybe a month. Like to see you do something like that. Maybe I'll have you come on over here and shoot the breeze. Would you like to do that with me one day? I would like it. I'd like to have the community start coming in. Let's do that. Let's do it instead of talking. Oh, no. We're going to do this. I talk about it all the time. And I never go through with it because I don't know. I don't know why. But why aren't we inviting the other podcast shows, those people over here? Oh, I know why. Because everybody's afraid of GUFON. Well, you know what? Let's find out. I'm going to start asking people in the community who have never been on, no repeats right now, and have new people with new podcasts, because there's a few of them out there I saw. Actually, there may be 3 people I want to have on now. And look, we don't all agree on everything. I know that. I just commented on somebody's channel that I want to have on here. They just have like 2,800 subs. I don't remember the name. I'll talk about it later because it's part of the show. But yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I need to take the reins and do it. If I want to make ufology great again, it has to start with me. I have to do this. That's weird how that just happened. You know what else is weird? Super chats that come in before the show. You know, they don't show up as StreamYard doesn't pin it for me before the show. So I'm looking to see. Hey, Michael's here. What's up, DHP? Dark Hour, Space Paranormal. There it is. I don't know how that showed up. You must have done it right as the show. Oh, yeah, you did. No, it says you did it at 7:04, a minute before I started. Yeah, well, thank you. I'm surprised it showed up. Jeanette, thank you very much for the 10-pound super sticker. That's a lot of super. It's a lot of sticker. It's a lot. Thank you very much. And the first one again. You are the first one today again. Mucho. No wonder why you did it that early. I see now. I see. So you're going to be that. You're going to be that person. That's fine with me. Thank you. Hey, Ben, what's up, man? How you doing? The Yorkshire Gufonian throwing down £2. £2. It's a super dono. And for those who don't know, a dono is a super chat or a super sticker without the writing or the emoji. It's pure love. See how there's nothing down there? Thanks, Ben. Mucho gusto generoso, sir. Yeah. You know, the theme will continue on GUFON. This is, if you're new to the show, what you have to understand about what we do here is that it's an ongoing daily event. Every day we talk about what's going on, all the tweets and all the, if anything happens, we try to break it quickly because we're on every day except for the weekends now. That's right. No more Saturday and Sundays. I'm taking the weekends off. But it's good. You don't want to see me every day. And the only reason I went every day was because of the lockdowns, and never got away from it. I got addicted. I got to cut back. I want to get out and do other stuff on the weekend related to what we do here. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. God dang it. Interrupted myself again. Well, anyway, if you want to help support the show, I appreciate it. The show is fueled by the fans, and you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. I didn't get my card yet today either, but I can still accept the payments, so everything's okay that way. Of course, they'll take the money, but I can't deposit it just yet. But thank you very much for all your help and support. So, making ufology great again is not a joke. It's actually something I probably would have said if Reagan never said it or Trump hasn't said it. I probably would have used that somehow. Let's make ufology better, I probably would have said. But I think that's what we have to do. Being the elder statesman now, I'm on my 20th year in this field. I think maybe I got to start doing that. Reaching out. Just so, there's a line of communication open. And what I want is to share the evidence without being striked. Right? If, let's say, another channel like Total Disclosure, I think's the name of the channel, right? It's a new guy that's out there. I'll find it in a minute. But I like the guy. I like that. I like his friends. They're very nice. But they don't know everything, right? They're sort of new. I mean, they may be in their early, late, mid-30s, I think. They're not older guys. Like, this is the next generation of ufologists, and I want to get into their heads and hear what they're thinking and bring them here so we could all subscribe to each other's channels, share each other's stuff. That's why I was doing what I was doing when I met Fessler and met, Scambian and all these other people. I wanted to bring them in and let's build a community together. We could have endless amounts of sharing all of our stuff, and it just couldn't work. And I think because I wasn't ready, maybe, I don't know, or I didn't know how. I know how to do it now. No, I don't know if that was even it. I don't know, but I think I've got a good beat on it. I think we're going to start that immediately. So hopefully tomorrow I can get somebody on the show that's new. And I already have one in mind. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I have it here right in front of me. I really like this podcast. I think it's Total Disclosure. I can't remember. And some people have sent me some incredible stuff, some video. I want to show it to you, but I forgot to ask them if I have permission. Let me see if I have this. channel. It'll pop up during the show. I have it. I have so much stuff open. Anyway, I'll get around to it. I know what to say. It's not like I'm going to forget. I can't forget. I won't. I shan't. I can't. Oh, wait. Maybe this. Oh. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, wait. I'll go back. Not it. All right, so let's get to work here. Now, we're going to talk about Nibiru and all that in a little bit. But I did want to do things kind of in reverse a little bit. I'm going to do half of the news that's going on around the community, then do Nibiru, and then get back and finish up the rest of the community stuff. Because there's a lot of things going on that, to me, okay, there's no way I can control the direction of ufology the way it's going right now. And it's getting really ridiculous, very ridiculous. People are calling just a verbal account of their experience evidence now. You know, that's not evidence. Sorry. I mean, it's partly evidence, but it's just a story, sadly to say, you know. But that's okay. It's okay. That's not the point, but it's just they're making up stuff, like, and it's getting obvious. And now they're swearing left and right, all these people in ufology, and you know who I mean. The people, everybody you see in mainstream and on TV, those are the people I'm talking about. There's no other people to talk about other than our community, which is what I want to do for us. But Jacques Vallee, he has this, I don't know. I don't like the guy. I think he's bad news. I think he's disinformation. I think Jacques Vallee, there's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. Always has. Can't put my finger on it, but I don't trust him. I don't think he's honest. I don't know. He reminds me of Avi Loeb, right? He just says something, and then no matter what he says, you know, that's it. No matter how ridiculous it sounds, he's going to stand by it without an apology or I made a mistake, or because you never hear that from Avi Loeb either. But I just used him as a bad example. But you know what I mean? The gullibility of Jacques Vallee early on. And he's done a lot for the community. But I think a lot of it is bullshit. I think the guy's a big promoter of himself to make money. I'm not joking. I know people don't like that I say that about him, but I think the guy's half in it for the right reasons and half for himself. Well, you could say that about everybody. No, you can't. Not me. Can't say it about the Cousins brothers. Can't say it about Dark Hour Paranormal. I know they can't say that about Doc Skinner. I mean, people I know in the field, you know. No, Jacques Vallee, something's different about this dude. But this was him offering up criticisms, but doesn't address the fact that claiming as accurate the memory of senior citizens of their experiences as 7-year-olds is highly dubious. You know what I mean? I try to remember back to when I was 7, and it is hard. And Vallee himself admitted that there is no proof of the story he claims is a compelling case. Thank God he said that. But he's promoting it. So, it's just one of these cases. I can't remember. It's the Trinity, I think. Of his Trinity. The best kept secret. 5,000 words. I don't know why I even talked about that. Sometimes I just have stuff up that I have to get off my chest, I guess. But All right, now we have not talked about Lou Elizondo for a while, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, some videos popping up today. This one is, ha 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 ha. Listen, I may not agree with this message, but the comedic aspect of Elizondo's videos are too good. If we can't laugh together, we can't do anything. What? That doesn't really make sense. This comes from UFO Judas on Twitter. And I think what he's trying to say is he made this video a funny video. Let's see.
From that side of the sky to that side of the sky, from that side of the sky to that side of the sky, from that side of the sky to that side of the sky in seconds.
Can't play that song. Let me mute it. I probably already got dinged. Lou found peace and happiness in the Montana wilderness with his wife and 4 German shepherds. He never fully recovered from his time in ufology. Chris left ufology and opened a chain of yoga studios. He lives in Santa Barbara with his wife and kids. Here in my car, I can lit. Sean slipped and fell inside a Trader Joe's. He sued for $20 million and won. Gary was captured by the Chinese during World War III. He blocked his captors. Oh, wait. Prick, you gotta let us read it. He blocked his captors on Twitter when he returned home. Ha ha. Mick West went into hiding after disclosure. He was last seen at a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. Hey, I was there. That was fun. I guess he does make some funny videos. The one. All right. This is what I was waiting for. Let me just show you. Let me show you this. I feel like I'm very monotone tonight. Sorry. I'm just going through everything here. There's a lot of stuff, like I said. All right. So this was posted up on UAP Jedi. Let's take a look, shall we? October 11th, 2014, Trench, Telford, UK. MOD, Donington Black Triangle sighting. Let's take a look, shall we? Ryan Jones and Steve Fletcher captured a strange object while traveling through Trench and past McDonington in Telford on Saturday morning. Mr. Fletcher, from Hadley, said the triangular-shaped craft hoovered and then slowly made its way over houses about 7:30 a.m. He said, I would like to know if anyone else reported it or seen the UFO over Trench and Donington area. I was on my rounds and worked there. There was this large black triangle in the sky. It just hovered there and then slowly moving over the houses and the army base in Donington. I nearly crashed the van. I can't do that accent after like 2-3 words. Trying to watch it. A few people at a nearby Morrison saw it by the looks of things. I managed to grab a picture, although it's not great, as the sun was out when I took it. I'd be very interested. I sound like Bill Cosby. As the sun was out when it took it. You have to get the ticket. I'd be very interested to know what it was. Mr. Jones of Trench, Telford said, I am familiar with all current military aircraft drones, but this is certainly nothing I've ever seen before. Other people witnessed it too, and even a local police officer stopped his car to take a look. One person commented, points out military-designed drone to resemble a UFO so it could spy on other nations without the U.S. stirring up trouble. Let's take a look at the picture. Nah. It's upside down. Oh, this is hysterical. Yeah. I believe this. Yeah, give me a break. If that guy saw this, by the way, that's got to be a remote control drone. I've seen those before. They're not unusual. As a matter of fact, I could probably find one while we're sitting here. That thing's as dumb as ufology can get. But the story, my God, the story over Donington? Forget about it, Molly. Molly and Biff came outside. They saw it. It was titillating. What was I looking up? Oh, I want to look up remote control triangles. Triangle craft. Wow. Let me show you what I found. It's uncanny. It's the same thing. I figured it out. Didn't even take me 5 minutes. I mean, this could be it right here. See? A couple of flaps up here. That's where they put the blades, the propellers. I mean, what are we doing? Faking stuff? Maybe. Look at that. It's right there. I didn't even have to try. And I'm not saying that's it. But there's one example, and I didn't have to do anything to find out. Look, let's go. Let's go down the road. COVID. Maybe there's more. No, probably not. If I put in remote control military craft, let's see. Ancient Chinese secret, huh? Oh, wow. So this is cool. These are all remote control army toys. Ha ha! Yeah, boy. Wow, you can't put it past these people. You can't. Now, I may not be able to find it while I'm on the show, exact duplicate, but I bet you if I had, look, here it is. I found it. That's it. Look, there they are. There's the blades coming up. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Am I not great or what? That's how you figure stuff out, folks. That's it. Look, you see the two notches? You ready? You want to see what the pic? You want to see the thing? You want to see the video again? Here. Here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Oh my goodness, Rich, it's not exact. Well, let me tell you something. I could bend those a little bit too. Look, it may not be exact, but it is so close. How can you not say it's not something like that? Now, you like my drone, you can buy stickers for them, paint it black, whatever you want to do. 5-minute debunk with Rich Giordano. You're welcome. See why you can't trust people? See why? You just can't. I'm not saying that's it 100%, right? I can't prove it. I can't prove it. All I have are these pictures of an object not very high in the sky, trying to make it look bigger than it is, with the houses barely showing. You see how they did that? This thing could be 20 feet away. And the way the sun was angled made it look solid. Maybe you just couldn't see this part because of that. But if this is legit, then Steven Scambian is the best. All right. That was fun. That was fun. Former United States Air Force person who worked at Area 51 testifies to Congress, says, we're not alone. James Fox reveals. Did we listen to that guy already? Did we listen to him talk about that already, I think? James Fox has turned into Jeremy Corbell overnight. He is the next Corbell. Yeah, sadly. He's got the bug. James Fox has the bug. He got stung. And I got a new vape. This thing's cool. It actually looks blue, but to me it looks green right now. It changes color. Oh, yeah, I'm surprised you can't tell. Oh, because it's green. Maybe because of the green screen. I don't recommend this vape. I don't love it. Because I know I can get better juice than the way I'm tasting juice right. I don't like these small little rinky-dink ones. I need a big one with lots of air to flow through the coils. Not these skinny little coils with a little window for air to go by. You don't get the taste you're supposed to get. You get a piece of the taste, and then the taste doesn't last that long because your coil only lasts 2 full days before it starts losing the flavor flav. I'm looking for this video. Here it is. How's everybody doing? What are my Goofonians doing in the chat room? I never ever spend any time with you guys anymore, do I? Yes, I do. Who are we kidding? SoCal Squatcha says it's the Chinese knockoff. Yep. Yeah, you know what, Stuart? Makes me mad. Doesn't it make you mad? I know. Yeah. I see a red drone and I want to paint it orange. How weird is that? It's all fakery, Stephen A. says. Why? God dang it. Why does it have to be this way? Why can't people just do the right thing? Even when nobody's looking, can you guys just start practicing? I'm talking to the liars, hoaxers, cheaters, fakers, money makers off scams, and everybody else out there named Corbell. Oh, really, it's frustrating. Praise the king. Oh, I can't get that out of my head now. All right, listen to this. Let's hear what Yo-Yo Fox has to say. Corbell 2.0.
UAP task force run by a guy named Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, who they feel is cooperating too much with the intelligence agencies in terms of information going in and never seeing the light of day. Now, this individual, as a sort of precautionary measure, wants to, as far as he can, inform the general public what's going on behind the scenes, what's his involvement, what he knows, without violating his NDA. So we carefully put this together, and I'm going to read it to you.
You say we.
I did it with him.
Okay, and it's typed out like who drafted it.
He drafted it, and then I went over it with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. This is pretty juicy. I mean, this is about as juicy. This is pretty juicy.
All right. Before he reads the juicy part, on a scale of 1 to 5, how juicy do you really think it's going to be? I haven't watched it either. I'm going to give it a 2. So I want to see what you guys think between 1 and 5. How juicy is this, with 5 being super juicy before we even hear it? Super juicy 5 or no juice at all? 1. I'll let you think about that for a second while I imbibe in a vape. It throws great clouds, man. It really does, but I need real juicers. All right, here we go. You ready?
Hello, James. Just one.
Wait, how come nobody listened? I got one person who put a 1 in there. Did you guys hear what I said? If you think what he's about to say is going to be super juicy, put between 1 and 5, with 5 being a very juicy story, or 1 where there's no juice at all. I say he's going to say something that's got a 2 on the juice scale out of 5. I'd love to see what you guys think James Fox might be giving to us. 0 is good. There we go. Now now you're listening. Jesse Peak still here? Thank you very much for hanging out. Big Fat Creep, how you doing, man? -1. DB Property, what's up, man? How you guys doing? Bam, 1200. Good to see you. -5. All right, you ready?
I wanted to give you a quick shot of the involvement I've had with UAPs. I was introduced to a program while I was in the Air Force that involved Area 51 activities and did that for 2 to 3 years. My job involved going to a lot of different locations and hearing discussions from a lot of people that are working on very extraordinary technologies and material. Jumping forward to October of last year, I had already been interviewed by the UAP task force to testify in 2022 with the Senate and the House, who were passing the new NDAA legislation at the time. I saw all the photographs of this individual behind the scenes.
Hearsay.
I provided them the context of my job and what I had experienced in an effort to give Congress more clarity on the program, which has been particularly difficult to get insight into. After my testimony, I was again asked to speak to the new AARO organization. So earlier this year, I interviewed at the AARO office to help them in their study of unidentified aerial phenomena. It's been an extraordinary road for me, to say the least. And I'm doing what I can to help get this out. I will be straightforward that the technologies we have discovered will probably have to stay under classified programs due to national security. But I believe it's time for us all to know that we're not alone. This has been my whole purpose for becoming involved. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's way too much for a lot of folks to take in right now. I'll do my best to guide any discussions between the powers that are behind all of this, and hopefully my friends who are still in the program will hear this and consider separating the technologies from the contact. I wish you all well, and I hope I'll have an opportunity to open up the discussion of.
Yes, it's all hearsay, of course. It's. I just wanted to hear what was being exposed on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being bad, 5 being super juicy. I'd have to say that was a 1. That was as bad as it gets. I didn't hear anything that was exciting. I didn't hear a name. I didn't hear. It sounded like somebody faked it. Oh, did you hear how it started out, the letter? It just sounded bad. Listen. I was going to interrupt it, but I decided to be quiet for once.
I've been interviewed by the UAP task force, jumping forward to people that are working on very involved, going to a lot, and did that for force UAP.
Here it is.
I was introduced to a program while I was in the Air Force that involved Area 51 activities, and did that for 2 to 3 years.
I was involved in all these activities at Area 51. And I did that for how many years? A couple of years? And I did that. Just sounds made up. I did that. Well, maybe it's the way he's reading it. It just sounds like somebody put it together, and you never know when somebody's trying to mess around with you. So, maybe James Fox is having his tail pulled a little bit.
My job involved going to a lot of different locations and hearing discussions from a lot of people that are working on very extraordinary technologies.
Okay, so he went to UFO cons and those kinds of things, and he listened to the speakers talk about this interesting technology. He could have listened to Greer for all we know. There was one guy who said that they can replace an arm within 20 years. So if you lose your arm, they found the way to regrow a limb. I was waiting to hear the rest of what he was going to say about that. I was hoping that would pop up, but it didn't. Well, James Fox is just like Corbell. Not as bad yet, but he's no different. He's got a lot of stuff to sell. He's got a movie to sell. He's got movies to make. He's got to be relevant, or people might forget who's James Fox. That's not how it goes with directors, by the way. You can put a movie out 10 years apart. As soon as they hear your name, they're like, holy crap, he put a movie out. Everybody would watch it. See, that's what sucks about this entire field. You come in, right? And let's say you're a whistleblower. I can't imagine a whistleblower talking to anybody in the field. It must be very strange for them. Like, you reach out to somebody like me. I'm just giving an example. Like if I've had a couple of people tell me they have this, they've done experiments and they cracked the code, and then they send me a video and anti-gravity code, and you know, and it looks like it's parlor tricks and done with mirrors, and you know, I send it to somebody else to look at, and they're like, I don't trust this at all. You know, it's like, why is he filming it this way? Exactly. All right. So we get these people who come in most of the time without evidence, whistleblowers I'm talking about, but they've had such a career, unblemished record, no demerits, you know, didn't get sent home to work from work once while they worked for the government for 30 years in a secret UFO program for half of their careers. You ever notice how these programs don't last that long? You know, they don't last that long. And the reason is it all has to do with funding. We're seeing it now with the Arrow. Just remember, Arrow came about in 2022. They can't get the funding they're supposed to get. People are dragging their feet. Oh, we can send billions of dollars to Ukraine, no problem. Overnight, that's shit. But God forbid, here in America, the things we need to do to protect ourselves and make ourselves be the greatest country in the nation, why bother? They can wait. We're okay. We've got too much. Yeah, we've got too much. Too much technology. We don't want to give it to the UFO room. Speaking of UFO room, Stephen Greenstreet posted this today. He says, one of the main reasons you're hearing about UFOs in the media, the last few years especially, it's because a guy in 2007 claims he saw a weird light inside a kitchen at Skinwalker Ranch. Well, that may be true. Hey, Greenstreet may be onto something there. If it wasn't for I almost said Lekatsky. If it wasn't for what happened when what's his name went down there, can't remember his name. I got this film on me. I'm going to play you this little clip here. I haven't watched it yet, but it's by Greenstreet. It's a minute long. It has to do with the Skinwalker Ranch. So let's see.
This is the house where, in 2007, James Lekatsky,
that's why I thought of it. It was him.
Intelligence Agency claims he witnessed a glowing paranormal apparition floating in midair. And because of this experience, Lekatsky approached Senator Harry Reid about creating an official Pentagon program to study UFOs and related phenomena such as the ghostly...
Let me tell you something. If you think about that encounter he had, that whole entire event was staged. He never saw anything. He just went there to make believe and verify that something happened, because after it happened, he was only there an hour, and then he left. And he went back and signed off on, well, you know what happened. The funding got put through because he faked it. He didn't have an experience. They said, this is what they told him. James, just go down there. We got to go through the motions. We have to say somebody went down there and investigated it. You go down there, say something happened. Oh, listen to me. I'll tell you, this is what you do. You had such a horrible experience because we need the funding. If you don't do this way, I'm afraid it won't work. We have to create right now. We have to sound like something's going on. So you're going to go down there and you're going to say you saw something. I don't care what it is. Make it up. And then you're going to leave scared out of your mind. You were so scared you had to leave. And that's why you want them to investigate. Don't you see that's what happened? Come on, the guy walks in. Nobody else has any experiences around there like this, by the way. He walks in, I thought, holy shit, and nobody else saw it. It was just for him. Sorry. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And that story... Look, Jim, all you got to do is go down there, spend an hour. I don't care. Spend 5 minutes. We just have to have documentation and a trail that you went there, investigated, signed off. You know, that's what happened. He gave himself a career. And everybody else. You're welcome. That's what he said to everybody. You're welcome. They're all thanking him to this day. Thank God he saw what he saw. He didn't see shit. Anyway, that's my story.
The object he claims to have seen.
Claims.
With taxpayer money, the OSAP program, among other things, investigated supposed paranormal phenomena at Skinwalker Ranch. The OSAP program eventually ended up on the front page of the New York Times in a factually inaccurate article. That erroneous article led to a viral media circus, which has culminated with Congress spending more taxpayer money on UFOs.
That's what I said about Cambion
All
today.
that notwithstanding, the story, in many ways, started here, in this house at Skinwalker Ranch.
Dun dun dun! Skinwalker cash. Cha-ching, baby! How so much bullshit in this planet. In this planet, on this planet. People. That's the problem. It's people. And it's always about money. Everything that's going on in this field, government-wise and everything, it's all about money. Nothing else. And now Lou Elizondo wants to be a congressman of Wyoming, I think, or something. Cushy job. So he can write more books about his so-called experiences as a counterintelligence agent. Who knows if he was even that? Guy looks as dumb as a rock. Unbelievable what we went through with this guy. Well, here's a video that was filmed in Big Bear Lake, California and uploaded to Reddit yesterday. It features 2 of 5 UFOs. I'm going to show it to you anyway. I'm going to show it to you anyway because you need to learn. And I need to learn.
Started here, and then he flew and curved down this way.
Well, where's the sighting?
That's just the beginning of it.
Wait, isn't there a sighting?
Oh, here's another one right here.
Oh, yeah, that's a bat, by the way.
See him?
They think those are
Flying right
UFOs.
over our
That's
heads.
why I got this. These are bats. Somebody did a zoom in on it, and you can see the flapping of the wings.
Pointing it right at him.
I mean, this is what's wrong with the field.
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, you see him?
No, you reflected off of him.
I'm lasering at him.
He reflected off of him.
Shit.
Remember, we're in night mode.
And then he flew and curved down.
You wouldn't see that flash normally. That was night vision shit. But you see what I mean? These guys are trying to make it now by using those bats. It never ends. And they're right there. You know what I mean? You can totally tell that was a bird-like object. Unreal. This is what's going on in the world. In ufology, I mean. Look at this. Some of you may actually get mad and leave after you see this one. Check this out. This is going to hurt some people's eyes. This is from a person that goes by Nikki Noel on Twitter. She puts all sorts of garbage, literal garbage, like this. I have to show this to you because this is what's popular on Twitter. People are talking about this stuff, and I can't have it. Well, I can't do anything about it, but at least I can voice an opinion about it. That's a garbage bag. By the way, what is this, 10 frames a second? I don't know if she slowed it down or what. This is the worst. This is why I said you may want to walk away, man. Don't watch it. It's spinning. It's a garbage bag. Plus, it's blurry. It's not good evidence. And these people think they're catching stuff that's alien in nature. It's weird. It's like, how do you not know? So I don't think people are as stupid as they show themselves. I think these people know what they're looking at, just don't care. Because what they're saying is this: if it faked me, it'll fake other people. So then what they do is they go back and they'll only show the portion that they were faked out with, which should fake us out too, and most of the time it does. It's an old trick. It's really sad. All right. What time is it? All right. I have an Into Thin Air video we're going to play. How's that? We're going to go a little bit to the side. He put one up a few days ago, 5 days ago. I was out. But it's a 2-minute video. But I want to watch it. We haven't seen anything from Into Thin Air in a while. I have it here. I want to see something real quick. What is he doing here? Let's see. Videos. Oh, he did another one. He did a couple, actually. But 6-7 days ago. All right, let's do this. More earthquake stuff and, strange phenomenon about weather and the Earth and the solar system. So let's take a listen. Into Thin Air, everybody. Bum, bum, bum.
My friends, welcome back. It is May 11th, 2023, and we have to talk about the sun yet again. Another M-class solar flare has left the sun.
Oh my God, I didn't even see the super chat. Sorry, guys, I'll get back to him.
Different sunspots. So we've been seeing a lot of action up in this area. We've been going over it day after day, but take a look at this. I'm going to play it quickly. You're going to take a look in this area right here. It's a whole separate sunspot, which I'm going to show you after I show you this video. Right there. Take a look at that. We'll watch it a few times. Boom. This is
a crazy looking
visual and definitely Earth facing. So once again, this is going to add to the already completely.
But then watch over here. This one seems to be triggered, and I don't know if another one over here, but yeah, something's happening.
Stressed out Earth's magnetic field. I mean, just take a look over the last couple days. How many earthquakes have taken place, including a 7.6 and a 6.2. This 7.6 in Tonga literally came hours after I posted a video, not only talking about this area, but talking about large earthquakes because we were in the middle of a solar storm. Not to mention the United States. Look at how many earthquakes we've had in the United States alone. You don't usually see this over a few day period. This is pretty rare. We'll jump in a little closer, and yes, I know the USGS does not like to post every single earthquake. I'm going to show you volcano discovery as well, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that something is going on here. And speaking of volcano discovery, they're actually reporting an earthquake in Washington, D.C., or at least near Washington, D.C. It's still unspecified as of right now, but the fact that it's on this specific chart right here leads me to believe that there definitely was some sort of seismic activity. Now, very quickly, I know I'm jumping around a little bit here, but I want you to take a look at this image from just this past April 26th, and I want you to notice this ring of seismic activity that took place over the Northeast. This was was during a solar storm. I have multiple videos on it. If you guys want to go check those out, I would really appreciate it. But take a look at this image and then take a look at this next image right here. This was just yesterday during a solar storm, and look at the ring of seismic activity once again in the same exact area. That, my friends, is no coincidence. These are absolutely seismic events taking place during solar storms. And just to reiterate that we are in a solar storm, check this out. Geomagnetic storm watch. Strong G3 class geomagnetic storms are possible today, May 11th, when a CME is expected to hit Earth's magnetic field. So again, I know I repeat myself a lot, but we need to really drill this into our heads. We need to realize how many M-class solar flares we've had just since May 9th. And many of these were very, very large. So we are still feeling the effects of every single one of these at the same time. And now the M-class flare that took place between the 10th and the 11th right here, the one that took place today, and the other one that took place today are also now going to be headed our way. So basically think of that as one long, giant geomagnetic storm that we're going to be dealing with for days to come.
Yeah, and this was 6 days ago, so think about the last few days. Did anything strange happen that your electronics go out? I can't remember yesterday, so I don't know.
Else I want to share with you guys, and for those of you that may have epilepsy, I would probably turn away because this is pretty incredible. This happened back on the 9th, but I wanted to show you anyway. Look at the flash that May 9th's M-class solar flare made on the SDO camera, the A1A193. I know that's a lot of gibberish talk, but that's what they call these filters that they put on the SDO camera. But take a look at this. I want to play it a few times. So for those of you that don't like big flashes, I would turn away now, but here we go. Insane. That is a solar flare going off, basically blinding out the camera, and I'm telling you, you just don't see this stuff all the time.
Wow.
This is very rare to see, and to see such an active spot pass by, I'll stop it there. And one of the last things I want to show you is we are going to run through the entire video from May 9th until present time, and you're going to notice all the M-class solar flares that take place in this grouping of sunspots up here. And then at the end of the video, you're going to see the final one that we were just talking about taking place in this area. This video is pretty crazy. Take a look at how many flashes, how many explosions come off this sun. And this is why we saw the Tonga earthquake. And this is why we saw that 6.2 earthquake as well. Just look at that. And then watch the bottom at the end here. There's that.
I just don't see how it can affect the Earth. I don't see how. How can particles like that? I understand they're coming at us at the speed of light or whatever it is. I get that. It takes 8 seconds for the sunlight to hit the Earth, right? But it's not like it's sending shock waves. This is what I don't understand. How does something like that, that's invisible, you can't see, it's not a bomb, it's not there's no reverberation, no percussion, I don't understand. I wonder if there is some correlation, because there's earthquakes every day on the Earth. And for it to pinpoint certain parts of the United States a certain way seems odd. Seems like chance. You know, why? You know, why wouldn't it do it in Wyoming if it was this powerful force? You know? Why didn't it do it in Kansas or in Canada in the middle of nowhere where they never have earthquake? Yeah, I know there has to be a fault line. I mean, what happens, Zuzi? Do the gamma rays and all the rays that come out of the sun like go into the Earth and they lubricate stuff? You know, I don't get it. Yeah, I know they get stronger when there's flares. I just don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me.
That last flare right at the end. We also can't forget that sunspot 3294 can still...
If there were no sun activity like he was talking about, would those earthquakes have happened anyway?
It'll go off.
What they need to tell us is was there a 20% increase just on those times when there were flare-ups? When the sun has hemorrhoids.
As it's making its approach around the right side of the sun, or at least moving away from Earth facing, but we also have sunspot 3297, and then at any moment sunspots can grow while and then as of right now, the ones we have labeled 3302 and 3301 are on their way towards Earth facing. 3303 here, which could grow on its way towards Earth facing. Anything could happen at this point. But long story short, my friends, is we need to be very aware of what's going on with the sun, because it is a big reason why we are seeing this seismic activity and why we're more than likely going to see a lot more. All right, my friends, that's what I got for you for now. Any other information or explosions from the sun, I will certainly bring to your attention, or anything else that goes on this crazy planet that we live on. I want to say a special shout out to Canada today, and to a very special friend of mine that is not feeling well. I wish her nothing but the best. I hope she feels better soon, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
The link to that will be in the show description after the show ends. In case you want to go there and watch it again, but maybe you missed something. Right? So good. I'm glad Into Thin Air put out some videos. We have to play catch up each day then, so that's good. I'm going to talk about this tweet real quick, and then we're going to talk about Nibiru for a minute. Anjali. She's dangerous. She's dangerous. Here's what she said in a tweet. This is yesterday at 6:08 p.m. Locking your doors does nothing. And it doesn't matter nearly as much as you think it does. Because family, listen to me carefully when I tell you that they are already inside your heads. Once they are in your heads, they're always in your home. You may lock the doors all you want. But be aware that in your home isn't where they really want to be. Your body is the temple, and they get in touch through the mind. So just make sure you're focusing on the right doors. Oh, thank God. Thank God Anjali's here to tell us that. My goodness. Unbelievable. That is so dangerous to say, because you can get people thinking. She didn't say they might be. She said they are. See, the problem with Anjali is there's somebody always talking to her in her head. She thinks everybody's like her. Isn't it an ego trip or something? What a whack job. What a freak. I told her she was too. Here, what did I say? She probably deleted it. I'm surprised it didn't get removed. I go, such lies. Obviously, they're in your head. We all see that. Cuckoo, cachoo. I can't help it. She's dangerous. You don't go telling people that like it's a fact. You say it like, in my experience, this is what I've experienced. This is what may be happening. You can't say, oh yeah, you can lock your doors and windows all you want. They're going to get in your head. Now, she may be right, but don't tell people that way. Why not? Just take the Band-Aid and rip it right off. Scare the shit out of people. Nobody should be messing around with this stuff. Right. because you're the expert. Because since 4 years old, you've been imagining shit and making it a reality and a book and now a public figure. You got what you want, Anjali. You got people talking about you. Now, don't you feel special? Sadly, more than half of us think you're just a little wacky. No, we know you are. You're definitely whacked. You are a whack job. All right. What was I going to play? Oh, this video. So, J. Christopher King says that a significant individual in the UFO field was told that alien abductions will not be a part of the show, the Slow Drip Disclosure Campaign. This is just getting better by the minute. This prominent individual doesn't publicly talk about their encounters. Where's the rest of it? And was absolutely livid when they found this out. You can lock your doors, but it doesn't necessarily do anything. Oh, yeah. God, he bought into it. I know Amy's going to be talking about Jay tomorrow, so that'll be a fun show. I hope she's able to play what she wants. Listen to this.
And this pisses me off to this day, and it will continue to piss me off that I won't mention who this person is, but another person that is kind of a significant person in the field who does not talk about their personal experiences with non-human entities, but is a significant figure.
It's Elizondo.
For other reasons, has a great professional career and things like this. Was told by somebody who is part of this kind of slow drip disclosure campaign, right? Was told, like, we'll eventually, people are gonna find out, we're gonna say that there's, non-human entities out there, that there are other civilizations out there. We're gonna talk about the craft. We're gonna have to talk about the craft, but we're not we're going to do our damnedest to not acknowledge the abduction issue.
Sorry. That's one of the things I'll be doing in Washington. Talking about aliens. And I'm going to be asking people all over Washington, D.C., are the aliens in our government? Can you tell me something? Can you tell me who you think is an alien? I know Pelosi may have been. Biden may be. He may be an alien. Jesus, he looks like one. He looks like a racist to me. He does.
And this person was livid. Of course. I was livid when I heard about it. And there are a lot of people that want to make sure that doesn't come to play, right? That those situations do need to get acknowledged. I understand that this situation is emasculating to folks like the military for all sorts of different reasons. Like, they don't have the coolest toys in the world, right? Or the universe. They are, that we're relatively rudimentary when you come up against something that doesn't have obvious sense of propulsion and can go, thousands and thousands of miles per hour and stop on a dime and turn around and things like that. We don't have that yet. We seemingly don't have that yet, right? So, I understand the emasculation of that, or the idea of kind of inferiority. And even that they're willing to kind of say, oh, we can't quite protect people as much as we thought we could. But there seems to be some other layer here where that non-acknowledgement gets at a much, and it's understandable. I understand why people would not want to acknowledge that, because what will happen when people find out, oh yeah, you can lock your doors, but it doesn't necessarily do anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That it could spur social chaos if people feel like at any moment they could be pulled out of their windows.
Exactly.
And yeah, I can see why.
And who's telling people this? The government. The threat. But who's telling people all of this anyway? Who? Anjali. Who did Anjali work for many years? The government. Can't trust this woman. She is infiltrating ufology, the entire paranormal genre, which is why she said she doesn't want any money, because she's getting paid. I believe because when she came in, Elizondo started getting out. Now, I'm not saying she's replacing Elizondo, but more like a distraction, it feels like. She came out pretty much nowhere, you know, and a couple of people in this community propped her up on their channels and gave her the medium outlet to speak her mind. She looked insane. She sounded insane. And a lot of the things she says are insane. She's dangerous to this community. I believe, I feel it. There's something wrong with her that she may be still working for the government at some capacity. They may have asked her to come back. I don't know. She's not trustworthy. Something is wrong with that whole Anjali thing. Bothers me. Her story is so bad. It makes Whitley Strieber's story seem believable. It makes a lot of people's sound more believable. That's how crazy this person is. And the only reason people listen to her is because she doesn't look like all the other ones that have come around. She looks different. I'm not saying she's attractive, but she's not the typical wearing what do they call those things? The onesie outfit. You know, it's usually a larger woman, the size of asshole face, usually. Matter of fact, I think I saw him wearing a dress. Pretty sure he was. Where was that? It might have been a dream. I don't know. I think I heard that he was wearing a dress somewhere. Did you hear about this? Did anybody hear about that? I don't know. We'll have to look back on it. And I'm not, hey, fine. I think it's just interesting. You know? It was interesting when Bruce Jenner turned into Caitlyn Jenner. Same thing. Maybe asshole face is doing that too. You better lose a ton, but, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter if you swing every way. I don't know. You have options. I don't know. I don't live that lifestyle. I don't even know why I'm saying it. Anyway, J. Christopher King, who cares, really? But I wanted to play it because this is what's going on. And it's annoying. And there's nothing we can do about it except talk about it. It's just the tomfoolery, the lying. And these people go to bed every night and put their head on their pillows and they're proud of themselves. It's like, how? It's bizarro world is what we're living in sometimes. It's bizarro world. Ma! Meatballs, quick! I gotta eat. All right, so Nibiru. Hate it. Never a big fan of Nibiru. Always thought it was bullshit. But then, didn't NASA point their telescope in that area trying to look for it? And did find some sort of strange anomaly that looked like there should be a planet there. because there was gravity displacement or something like that. There was a weird gravitational thing happening as if a planet was should be there, but wasn't. And I haven't heard anything since then. That was a long time ago, 10 years ago, maybe more. But if this thing comes around every 3,600 years, and it's been due, we should be able to see it. And if it did come around, holy mackerel, it could be the thing that's responsible for a lot of weather events that have been recorded in history. You never know. The planet gets closer, and the gravity, it starts swooshing the ocean around, creating earthquakes. You know? Maybe. There's no sign of that, no evidence there. But people strongly believe that Nibiru is real, or Nibiru, however you say it. I'm sorry, folks. Ben, I think I said hello to that one. Thank you. I just didn't get rid of it. Thanks again. Chris Rages, I didn't get to. Thank you very much. Almost an hour ago, sir. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for the family, he says. Grazie. Grazie. Thank you for being a supporter. And Ben again. There's it. That's another one at almost 8 o'clock. $2, £2, £2. Throwing it down. Second or third one tonight. Yeah, thank you very much, Ben. It's a super dono. I don't know who much, but I know I love you. And the final one, Andrea Coran. Oh, and yesterday there were PayPals too. I forgot. I didn't get to those. Andrea Coran. $5. Hi, Richie. That's all on them. That was a few minutes ago. That's all on them. Oh, yeah, it's all on them. Yeah. It is. But if I don't say anything, there's just nothing we can do about it except talk about it. It's really frustrating. There's so many good people out here. And we're going to bring those people to the light. We're going to meet all sorts of people. I'm telling you, we're going to have fun the next 6 months. Forever from here on out. I mean, it's going to be better. This week, I'm getting back on my feet. I just wanted to talk. And Michael came on the other day and that was helpful. Still going through some health issues, but I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. And I will find the results of my blood work that I got 2 months ago. Thank you, Andrea, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Mucho gusto, generoso. I'm a Lou. Let me double check on those PayPalers. And Cash App. I don't know if any Cash App came in. Oh, there was a Cash App. Was that a Cash App today? Or was that yesterday? From, I think, I already did that one. No, this is another one. Jeanette Angel with another $25 Cash App. That was yesterday after the show. Thank you so much. Yeah, because you're up during the day while some of us are sleeping, right? Because you're like 12, 13 hours. Wow, thank you very much. That's huge. I appreciate that. And it's gonna be good for the weekends coming up. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm doing a lot of boots on the ground now. So gas money, food money, everything goes back into the show, honey. See what I did there? All right. What's this? Moonlicked. $2. If you own a big telescope, oh yeah. Thanks for the $2 super chat. That's a smart comment. If you own a big telescope, government controls it. It would have to be bigger than the average 5 to 8 footer though, right? I don't know. I don't know what the specifications are for having a telescope that big that the government needs to know about it. But if you're going to buy a telescope that big, the government, I think, knows about it because you have to go to a special place to buy those big telescopes. I wonder if that's how it is. Yeah, it's an interesting. Yeah. I never thought of it. But thank you very much for the 2 bones. Moonlit, throwing it down with a upside down frown. Who's this lady? I was going to say something. I was going to joke, but I don't think anybody would have gotten it. Dorothy, that's $2. Nibiru, the Brigadoon of planets. It is. That's funny sounding. I like that. The Brigadoon of planets. That'd be a good movie. The Anunnaki, our supposed creators, destroy us too, I think, right? Didn't they take us out? They turned us into slaves, and then they left us here to fend for ourselves after they left and took all their technology and toys with them, and they let us all suffer. Thanks, Dorothy, for your ongoing, continuing support of the most evil man in ufology. Mucho gusto, generoso, big sister. Dorothy's my sister, just so you know. That's why I said that. I'm not calling her my big sister for nothing, yo. But welcome to GUFON, everybody. We got about 30 minutes left in the show. I'm talking about Nibiru. And I was going to pull a video up here about it real quick because I'm the worst when it comes to Nibiru, but I'm fascinated by it. I love Nibiru. Only for the mystery, but I hate it. Just like everything else. It's very tricky. Look, the story about, well, now the 9th planet, I guess it would be, right? The story about this is amazing. How did it get there? What's the story behind it? All right, you want to know what it is? All right, let's put it up. Here's mega capital G. I'm going to play this from 3 years ago. It says the true story behind this rogue planet. I want to see what this guy has to say. I've never heard this. I saw the thumbnail, saw the title. Fits right in.
Primal Being is without a doubt one of the strongest hand traps in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. In fact, it's easily one of the most impactful TCG World Premiere cards ever created, giving you the ability to wipe every face-up monster your opponent has on the field right off the board, as well as summon a colossal 3,000 attack monster simultaneously. It single-handedly won numerous high-caliber duels, as well as changed the way competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played. When you see players treading lightly mid-combo, or even taking special care not to summon more than 5 times during a turn, make no mistake, he was not the product of natural selection. Jupiter, Saturn, separate facts from loose theories. Let's get to the bottom behind what some
thank God.
Is the 9th planet in our solar system just waiting to be discovered. In our solar system, there are 8 official planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Long ago, when I was in elementary school, we were taught that Pluto was our 9th and final planet, but the International Astronomical Union reclassified Pluto as a dwarf planet in 2006. But as I mentioned earlier, many believe that there is truly a 9th planet hidden in our solar system, planet Nibiru. First, let's start with the origins of Nibiru. Planet Nibiru first came to the forefront of the public around 1976 with the publishing of The 12th Planet by Zacharias Sitchin. In this book, Sitchin used his own unique translation of the Sumerian cuneiform to identify the planet. Sitchin was a journalist and a student of Sumerian cuneiform. These are ancient writings of Mesopotamia and Persia, mainly on clay tablets. According to Sitchin, humanity was not the product of natural selection, but instead was bioengineered by a species of aliens called the Anunnaki. Sitchin believed the Anunnaki were originally from planet Nibiru and had once even colonized in southeastern Africa. Sitchin claimed that planet Nibiru would approach the Earth once every 3,600 years, and that's where some of the doomsday predictions arose from. Despite not being taken seriously at all by historians, scientists, or the scientific community, Sitchin's book has sold millions of copies, and some say has even led to widespread hysteria. Much of this hysteria was caused by self-proclaimed psychic Nancy Leader in 1995. The codename Nibiru Cataclysm foretells a planetary apocalyptic event in which planet Nibiru comes in contact with the Earth during the course of its orbit and destroys the Earth during the impact. According to Nibiru theory supporters, the planet is supposed to be around 10 times the size of the Earth, roughly right between the sizes of Saturn and Jupiter. Also, they believed even if Nibiru did not make direct contact with the Earth, just by coming close enough to its path, the Earth would undoubtedly suffer countless natural disasters. This all sounds pretty dreadful and like quite the doomsday prediction, right? Well, luckily for all of us living on Earth, the original prediction date of this catastrophic impact was supposed to happen 17 years ago in 2003. After, of course, it did not, the date was pushed back nearly a decade to further match up with the Mayan calendar in 2012. In 2011, when Comet Elenin appeared, many Nibiru supporters believed that it was the prophecy at hand and that the world was going to end. The supporters completely ignored scientific facts such as comets and planets looking vastly different under the conditions of a telescope. Comets have a gas atmosphere called a coma and a tail, while planets of course do not. So once again, the doomsday prophecy of Nibiru colliding with the Earth turned out to be nothing more than fan fiction at best. In fact, to that end, after being wrong about the original 2003 prediction, our earlier mentioned self-proclaimed psychic Nancy Leader publicly said that her prediction was simply a white lie to fool the establishment, and that if she revealed the true date, the government would declare martial law, trapping millions in cities, leading to their deaths.
Uneffing believable. This is why I loathe psychics. I loathe you. She was wrong in her prediction. And what did she do? Not take responsibility, but blame it on something else. Listen, no. You're going to listen again. Right at 4:20.
2003 prediction, our earlier mentioned self-proclaimed psychic Nancy Leader publicly said that her prediction was simply a white lie to fool.
She was wrong. That's right. So she said it was a lie. So to fool the establishment. So she came on the show, did a whole psychic reading, got everybody all geared up for this psychic prediction she was going to make. She went through everything, but all that just to lie. Right. God, I hate psychics. And that's such a bad lie. Well, I fibbed. And the reason she went with that lie, because she wanted to make it a drastic lie where people would say, wow, she really cares. I mean, look at him.
And that if she revealed the true dates,
you can't trust that face. Look at this face. I would never trust that face as my psychic. The haircut alone is Cambion-esque.
Government would declare martial law, trapping millions in cities, leading to the.
All right, yeah, we get the story. Now I'm mad. I hate these psychics. What do they got to do that for? Just say I was wrong. For some reason I was wrong. I don't know. I didn't have enough cereal this morning. Something would have sounded better than saying I lied. Oh yeah, that's a credible psychic that you would want from on your show from there on out. I hope they fired her as a friend and as a awful. Is that Chris? I mean, I think that's Chris Farley. It could be, right? Who does that look like? Man, look at that haircut. I'm sorry, I'm picking on the character. I'm stooping too low. I'm turning into the haters. Sorry. It just makes me mad. That's all. I almost went too far. Not saying it won't happen again. It's so frustrating, though. Because you want to believe that Nibiru really was there. Because if it was, that means our creators were in the neighborhood watching, keeping an eye out for us. Literally, they were on the planet with us, right? But unbeknownst to us that they left us high and dry. They didn't leave technology behind that we know of. We haven't found any. They didn't leave anything except those cuneiform tablets, right? But Nibiru, I don't think it's out there. I think it was out there. And I think it did exist at one time. And now I'm afraid it's a rogue planet. And a rogue planet is one that's not associated with the solar system or locked into a cycle of rings with other planets in a solar system type thing like we have. For some reason, these planets get bumped out of that orbit. And now they don't have a home. They may find one in a billion years, but now they're rogue. And that's what that is. They get bumped off. For no reason at all, you know? For no reason. All right, I got to look something up real quick here. I forgot. Hold on, let me see if anybody PayPal'd. Oh, you did. Oh, you guys did PayPal. Hold on. Wait a second. Yes, it is. So Ben again, what are you doing? I ain't gonna break the bank over there. $4.20, my man. My man. Ben throwing down the 420. I know I bought a new one. I bought this one and a yellow one. So nice, those pipes. The bigger, the better. Oh, wait. Wait a second, Ben. You're asking for money. You requested $4.20. It says right here. Sent you a money request. And then it says pay now for me to pay you or decline it. I'll decline it. Oh, I got to sign in to PayPal. Never mind. All right, let's see if there was that other one. Oh, you redid it. So it is you. So Ben, thanks for the $4.20 on PayPal. It really went through. That second one did. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso, sir. I appreciate it. I can't believe that haircut still on Scambian. It is literally the worst haircut I've ever seen. It's like a 6-year-old did it. All right, we got more stuff. The account, listen to this, which stated the Nimitz incident was a CGI training course, says that we, people like us, are misleading the public ourselves. What the frig? See, I opened up the door to go outside and these little bugs come in. I got it, actually. I almost knocked everything over. I don't care. All right. So they put up a thing on Twitter today of people who not to trust in this field. See what I mean? It's always the negative. It's called Think Tank. World War III, Nakasugi Selji and UFO Hunter. I know Think Tank, and Think Tank is not a trustworthy channel. That's true on Twitter. All right, let's get rid of that. That was small talk. I've got some good stuff coming up. Let's get rid of that. We already talked about the bats. Oh, this is cool. This is created by a 3D artist and virtual reality sculptor, Cable Williams, or Cabell. And this is crazy. Where are they coming from? It's like there was a nest or something I let in. I'm getting a little angry. I'm getting a little tipsy. Tipsy. I don't drink. You know, I really don't. I hate the taste of beer. I hate the taste of alcohol. The last drink I had was my 21st birthday, and guess, if anybody can guess the name of the drink, it was hard liquor, but that's all I'm going to say. What did I drink? What was the last thing I drank on my 21st birthday? Take a guess and think rich, think me, think what fits for me, and you'll get it right. And I'll give you a hint. It's a popular drink. Yeah, some good guesses so far.
In the 1900s, a series of remarkable stone structures were discovered in remote locations around the world. These amazing artifacts, known as stone stargates, captivated the imagination of archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Carved with intricate patterns and symbols, their true purpose remained shrouded in mystery. Ancient folklore, however, spoke of these stargates as devices used by civilizations from distant solar systems to travel across the cosmos. By the 1950s, almost all the stargates had vanished without a trace, fueling rumors of government cover-ups and hidden agendas. Some theorize that governments around the world systematically confiscated the stargates and concealed them in top-secret facilities. Their whereabouts remain unknown.
It's pretty cool, right? All right, I'm going to type in what it was that I drank. The very last thing I ever had. Nobody got it right yet. If somebody gets it right and you live in the United States, I'll send you a GUFON radio shirt. I've got 2 left. I gave Nathan his after 2.5 years. No, not scotch. Come on, think about it's me, man. What kind of guy am I? Think. I'm letting you guys. Come on. There was when I post it, I just give a little what I drank before I had this. Nobody's getting it. Some people are just so close. Oh my God, White Russian, chocolate, fireball, cooler, White Russian. What's up, Greg? Gin and tonic. No, that's not me. Come on. Gin and tonic is me. Mezcal, tequila, Goldschlager, insect portal, lemon gin, rum and coke. All right, you ready? Pina colada. All right, I'm posting it. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Sex on the beach. 6 shots I had, one after the other, but before that I had a Long Island iced tea. Guess what? Couldn't get drunk. I tried. That's what I drank in a 15-minute span. We got in at 1:45. They announced the last call. The girl was coming around with the 6 shots. Boom, boom, boom. I remember on that 3rd one, I was like, oh, because I was so hungry. And then I downed one right after you had 6 total. But the Long Island iced tea wasn't even my drink. It was somebody else's, and they didn't like it. And when I took a sip out of it, it was strong. I couldn't get drunk. Yeah, I know, right, David? David, sex on the street. Miss DJ, you didn't get it right. Nobody got it right. You didn't say it. Where? Where? I don't see that she got it. If she did, that's really cool. But I don't see it. I'm looking at all of the chat before I said what I said, before I gave the answer. Oh my God, you did get it right. That's impressive. That is impressive. You know what that means? You get a shirt. And I've got mediums left. I got a medium and a large. If you want, email me your address and I'll send it wherever you want, whatever address you want me to send it to. That's awesome. I can't believe you got it. You got a GUFON Radio Stream shirt. The original name of the show, GUFON Radio Stream. Unreal. You did. Good for you, man. You do know me a little bit. Huh? I don't know how. I don't know how you got that. Oh, man, that was amazing. That's amazing. To be honest with you, I thought somebody might get it. But then I was watching everybody and I'm like, they're not even close. You know, it's like they got the alcohol in there, right? But they don't have what it is. Oh, that was fun. Do you know I'm smelling it as I've been talking about Sex on the Beach and the Long Island iced tea? I'm actually having memory recall and I'm tasting and smelling it. Isn't that wild? That's rare. That doesn't happen that often where you can... Actually, with me and alcohol, because I hate alcohol, yeah, that's true. My dad was talking about whiskey the other day. And out of nowhere, I started feeling like my chest was burning. You know, when you drink a shot of whiskey, that shit burns. All right, another fake. This sucks. This sucks. Look at this. This comparison published on Reddit is a nonsense. The alleged UFO on the right is a still image from an old fake video I exposed a few days ago. What? Here we go again, as already exposed in my previous tweet. Oh no. Oh, here it is. What? Oh, that's what is that? That's fake? This is supposed to be fake? I've never seen this sighting. Has anybody seen this? Richie Jedi. Shut up! I'm sorry, I don't have kids. God, they're so stupid. Shut up! Oh my God! He's yelling at an infant! He hates infants too! He sounds like Marge. Oh my God, he's Marge freaking Simpson. Scambian is. Scambian is Marge Simpson. OMG. Well, that changes everything. So this is fake? Yeah, that looks fake right there, actually. There's nothing. I mean, it's weird. There's no pixelation around it. How's that possible? It must be the energy around the craft. You know, the gravitational thing they do. They put a bubble around themselves. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is fake. Oh, this is fake. Oh, no wonder why. Oh my God, that was awful. That was awful, that end. It didn't even look good. Oh, wow. Wow. So he was right after all. It was fake. See? So what does that have to do with this? Oh, they're saying the sighting is similar to this one. Yeah, it is, but it isn't. This field rocks, man. It doesn't get any worse than that. Let's see if it does. Do I have another one like that? I think I do, actually. I do. These have been popping up on the internet. They're putting them out as real. They're putting 11-year-old videos out and calling them new. So, check this CGI out. It's by artist Maxim Lisovitsky. Sounds Italian. Here we go. Faye! I can't hear myself If it was 10 years ago, if it was 20 years ago, we may have believed that. Not 10. 10 years ago, we got really good at debunking stuff. High definition was that so much better, and videos were getting shittier. Okay, here's another something or another. Oh my God. Should I just play it? UFO filmed over city of Boston, which shows similarities to the common triangle craft known as a TR-3B. The witness, which can be heard in the video, will be speaking to me and Earl Anderson next week. But for now, all I can say in regards to witness statements is that the craft was absolutely silent. We're going to watch the video. And only was noticed because they looked up at the right time. There may have been some memory suppression as well with this and time displacement. Let's take a look and see what all the hubbub's about. Disclosure Studios Total presents Asshole. That looked like an asshole exploding on a Friday night. Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is wild.
Well, yeah, actually, right. Check this out. Back in the 1970s, 75, 76. Right?
So, I see a problem with this video already. I'm not sure, but something's wrong with these lights. It seems like they're all attached to something like maybe wood or something, and it looked like they were moving as if being like shaken a little bit. You see what I mean?
I got it. That's it.
Oh, we'll have to watch it. It's 7 minutes long.
Back in 75 and 76, right? I don't know. We can't see them, but the camera can.
Oh, stop.
There's video too.
Alright, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Are those flares being dropped? That's what I'm wondering. I thought this thing was going to be moving in like an aeroplane because he mentioned TR-3B, Astra. Dude. It is something to get excited about, I have to admit. But the recording sucks, and the way this is recorded sucks. It's just bad. There's no zooming. I don't know, man. Oh, I see here. This is the TR3B here, I guess. If this was real and I believed it, I am not going to sit here and say that I think they captured something. I think they staged something. That's what I think. Sadly, I do. There's something off about this whole thing. It's not the normal way that a sighting is posted on the internet. Maybe that's what it is. This is bad. I've seen this before. I've seen that setup before. That's interesting. But again, guys, there's no... oh, well, what's he showing us here? Hold on. All I see are lights. I don't see it. I don't see any craft. He didn't back out far enough so we can make a valid judgment on how big it might be. At night, it's hard to tell, but he didn't back up at all. We didn't get any building structure. We got a tree, right? But that's it. He didn't back up far enough. And in the very, very beginning, I'm going to bring that up again. It looked like this was manufactured. The very, very beginning. Like, oh no, it's a little further, I guess. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Now I don't remember. Was it the very beginning? I thought it was. But at one point, when this was, it looked like it was sitting still. The camera was just on it. And it looked like the three lights were vibrating. Not vibrating. Oh, shit. How do I explain it? It looked like if these were the lights, and this is my hand, this is my hand. It looks like they were all connected to this, and then this thing went, and all three lights moved. You know what I mean? So that's what it looked like to me, and I'm having a hard time finding it. Yeah, it's my new phone. I got everything working on it. Yeah, I just set up the home screen, fingerprint. They really did a good job with this phone. Oh, I did get more super PayPal from Greg. Greg O'Brien. What do you say there, laddie? Throwing out the PayPal joins. $6.66. You know who I am, don't you? For yard sale panties. Hey, on the 20th, they're having a huge yard sale where my parents live in this gated community. Oh, I'm going to bring over some stuff. I've got these fishing poles that the old owner left. And they go for like 60 to 80 bucks a piece. He left them in a bag with a lot of stuff. Thanks, Greg. That is going to come in handy because I need panties. I do. But I want to take them off of somebody, like a woman. You hear? I don't want to buy them. You want me to refund it? I tell you what, I'll use the money for something else. I'll buy boxes. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, everybody, for... what's that? Oh, let me check. Hold on. I got to check Cash App. I didn't see any. Yeah, nothing else on Cash App. So thank you, super chatters, moderators. Unbelievable support. We have the best chat room in the business. We are the #1 UFO show. Wrong one. We are. Not for what people think. For many other reasons. So thank you for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. I really do. Nobody appreciates like me because I do truthology. Truthology for ufology. Unbelievable. Silly. Just silly. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'll have a good one set up for you. I promise you that. I'm going out doing some stuff, so hopefully I can come back with some video. That will go to the members tomorrow. So members, another video coming tomorrow. And I'll be doing some shorts. And so keep an eye out. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Don't forget. What do I say? Be safe, be kind, and alien bless. Yeah, that works. Have a good night.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Warning. Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying objects.